It is now my honor to introduce Sahil Patel, who has been selected by the class to deliver the graduation speech. Students who have achieved a 5.0 grade point average had the opportunity to select the graduation speaker, and they have chosen Sahil. Sahil has been an impressive scholar, an active leader of various clubs at Lake Park, dedicated musician, and an involved community member. Sahil will be attending the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign in the fall, where he'll be majoring in computer engineering. Please help me in welcoming Sahil to the podium.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and staff, and most importantly, my fellow seniors. Can you guys believe it? We're graduating. You know, all year I've been doing things that seniors do. Researching colleges, writing essays, putting off homework, looking for scholarships, preparing for AP tests, putting off homework, planning for prom, spending late nights with friends, and of course, putting off homework. But it didn't strike me that I graduated until I was staring at a computer screen with an empty Google Doc entitled Graduation Speech. Take a second to think. When was your moment of realization? As a graduating senior, it can be easy to forget what it was like to be a freshman. But I think it's important to remember where we came from, our struggles, our failures, and what they taught us. That's right, prepare your brains for nostalgia as we set course for freshman year. After all, is there a better example of failure? The first thing everyone learns in high school is that there's a whole lot more work ahead of you than you could have ever imagined. I remember being handed my first human geography packet, being told it was due next Monday, and promptly stuffing it in a binder, promising myself to look at it by Sunday night. And while I can't say I've stopped that habit entirely, I've certainly gotten better about it. Now I set a reminder for Sunday morning so that I can't forget I've procrastinated. We struggled with time management, cramming in everything under the sun in the few periods before it was due. We struggled with confidence, trying to fit in, but not knowing how. We struggled to meet new people and find our niches in the vastness that surrounded us. And often, we failed. We weren't able to finish an assignment. We didn't speak our minds as we should have. We couldn't come out of our shells like we wanted. But that mutual experience, understanding that everyone around us had their own fair share of hardship, brought us together. When we fell, we lifted each other up and resolved not to make the same mistake again. Through our failures, we learned to be better, more responsible, smarter, and happier people. But before I let your head get too big, let me remind you of something. Going to high school is only like riding a bike with training wheels before real adult life starts. And like with your first bicycle, you're bound to lose your balance and fall as you unscrew those training wheels and venture forward in life. Eventually, of course, you get comfortable riding a bike. So comfortable that you even dare to shed your helmet despite your parents pleading. So comfortable that you begin to look up at the sky and around at the world instead of just down at the pavement beneath you. So comfortable that you'll ride straight into the curb, not noticing that the road took a turn while your head was in the clouds. What I mean to say is, we're never immune to failure. We never stop falling down. And we should count that as a blessing, because despite how cliche it is, failure is the key to success. In fact, I encourage you to go out and fail, because in doing so, you will have tried, and only by trying will you ever do anything at all. But don't forget what made failure easier to endure. Throughout high school, we never had to fear failure, because the Lake Park community had our backs. We supported each other through thick and thin. We were there for each other in good times and bad, and we rooted for each other after failure and success. That's the beauty of being a Lansing. When I think of all the support I have received from my teachers, my administrators, and my peers, I can honestly say that there is no other place I would have wanted to be than Lake Park. There are no other people who would have lifted me the way that you have. There is no other community than the one sitting in front of me right now that could have possibly been better. So I thank you for that. Lake Park shaped us to believe in ourselves so that we may go out into the world with confidence. Let's take what we've learned and pay it forward. Let's aspire to be something greater. Let's make our mark. So graduates, I will ask you a question that looked up at me from one of the covers of my favorite books. Are you ready, player one? Your game begins now. Friends, family, faculty, and staff, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Lake Park High School class of 2018.
Thank you, Sahil, for your words of inspiration. At this